What would I tell my younger self who was suffering from severe social anxiety? Hi, my name is Sebastian van der Schlier. I'm a former social anxiety disorder sufferer and a social confidence coach. And thanks to tapping and the help of some brilliant therapists, I've managed to overcome my own social anxiety. And in this video, I'm going to share what I would say to my younger self back when I was still suffering profoundly in order to reduce his suffering and have him get a sense of relief and overcome his social anxiety and unlock his social ease a lot faster. Now, of course, this exercise is meant to help you. Now, I've heard this exercise shared on a lot of podcasts, usually podcasts about success, and I think it's a very helpful exercise because you get to see some shortcuts. You get to get some insights and the right kind of perspective to shortcut your journey to, effortless social ease. Now, I think this will serve you because back when I was suffering, I had a lot of false ideas, a lot of wrong perceptions, and I had no clue about what was actually going on with me. All I knew was that, I was feeling, my heart was racing, I had a lump in my throat, I was insecure, I was comparing myself to others, and I saw other people just enjoying themselves, feeling at ease, and it seemed so natural and normal to them. I'm like, why is this happening to me? And I couldn't stop it, I couldn't control it. And I thought I was weak, that I couldn't control it, and that there was something wrong with me. And then I would really beat myself up about the fact that I couldn't control it and that it was happening to me. And since other people were just freely, socializing and actually having fun, and I couldn't do that. I mean, sometimes I could, but often, it would just overtake me, and it was outside of what I had control over, and then I would freeze or I would blush. And it was extremely frustrating, to say the least. And it was also associated with a lot of shame. Shame about myself. I felt like I was a loser. I felt beneath everyone. I felt they were better than me. They had one up on me. And it made me very uncertain and insecure about going into particular situations, because I'm like, this stuff can get triggered at any moment. And it was just a very scary and very difficult. And it grew progressively worse. So it didn't get better the older I got, it got worse. And I was like, wow, what if I have to live with this for the rest of my life? And I was picturing all these worst case scenarios, that I'll never get a job, I'll never get a girlfriend, I'll never be accepted properly, and I'll be one of these pathetic people that is looked down upon and pitied, and very torturous kind of thinking. And I remember even thinking, man, I wish I was already a grandpa and had my little vegetable garden or something, so that they would leave me alone and it wouldn't matter anymore what a failure I was in life. So really depressing. So what I would say to myself is this: Seb, I'm really sorry you're suffering so much and that you're going through what you're going through. And I know it's really difficult, and I know you feel really alone. And I'm sorry that it's a secret and you got to deal with this by yourself. I just want you to know that you're not the only one who's dealing with these kinds of feelings. There are many, many people who are dealing with very similar kind of feelings. And it's also not your fault that you're dealing with this. What's actually happening is you're reliving feelings from way back when, from your early childhood, because of the stuff that happened there. And the beliefs that you picked up there because of your interaction with your mom, your dad passing, those kinds of things, they are in your mind And through those beliefs, you're seeing the world, you're filtering the world, and that's causing your brain to see all sorts of threats. And your brain is kind of warning you, careful, you're gonna get into trouble just like you got before. You're gonna get kicked out of the house, or they're not gonna like you, or they're gonna humiliate you, or they're gonna hate on you, or etc. And so what you're dealing with is a challenge in your brain, but it's not a permanent challenge. It's just a bunch of programming that's in your brain right now. And even though it's really difficult to comprehend that that's something you can actually overcome, you actually can overcome it. And what I said earlier, it's not your fault. It isn't your fault. It's not like you're getting anxious. It's not like you're getting anxious on purpose. So beating yourself up about the fact that you have this problem doesn't make it any better. In fact, how does it make you feel when you do that? Right? It even lowers your confidence. It even lowers your self-esteem. So you've had a very challenging time, and now you're dealing with this anxiety on top of it. Even though you think it makes you weak and less than other people have other people's lives, none of your business. You have a very tough time. And what you want to do, even though it's really difficult, is come to terms with where you're at. Come to terms with how you're feeling. And then start working through these challenges that you've got. By the way, you are not those challenges. You are not the programming in your mind. You're not that thinking. You're not the shame that comes up for you. You're not the insecurity. That is just unprocessed feelings from the past. And when you apply certain techniques, like tapping, that I'll tell you all about, you can actually allow those emotions to complete their cycles, and you can shift those beliefs that you picked up way back when. And you can begin to chip away at this problem that is, at this programming that is causing the anxiety that you experience around others. So that you can eventually get to a place where you are able to be yourself without getting triggered. Where you're just natural, where you're just at ease, where you can just speak your mind freely without thinking, first thing that comes to mind, and you just enjoy connecting with others. And just have a good time, and you're free, and you're in the moment, and you have your sense of humor available, and you have your intelligence available. All of that is actually just your natural state. So you actually are okay. It's just the programming that gives you the experience that you're not okay, but you're okay. It's just the programming that gives you that experience. And because you have that really crappy experience, you want to be nice to yourself. You're already having a really tough time. And because you're having that really tough time, be very nice to yourself as best as you can and start chipping away at that problem. Step on that journey. Use that technique that I'll tell you all about to chip away at that social anxiety, to neutralize that programming, to undo the damage, to repair the past, so that you stop reliving the past, so that you undo those beliefs, so that you neutralize them, so that they don't bother you anymore, and so that your brain no longer perceives danger and threat around others, and you can actually be yourself, be you, enjoy life, and have a good time. So Seb, you're okay. You just have some wonky beliefs that you picked up, some unprocessed emotions from the past, which is programming, and that programming can be neutralized by powerful tools like EFT tapping. And I'm going to teach you all about it. All right. Hope this is helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.